Hey folks, Sandamtod here, out on a Saturday, catting around, doing my thing. You know how I've been kind of hard on myself the last couple videos about doing the quality and stuff, and it wasn't anything that anybody said to me. It's me being hard on myself, and it's just because I don't know, it just looks grainy to me, and I'm not really digging it. But I know a lot of people maybe just kind of listen to me drone on and watch out of the corner of their eye while they're doing other things, which is fine. And so the quality might not be as big a deal to them, but it's been bugging me. So that's, you know, that's something I can do about that. So I was kind of looking at cameras and stuff, and in doing so, a fellow YouTuber and a great dude on here, Big Daddy Darth, Dan, I know he decided to offer out of the generosity of his heart a cam he had that he wasn't using, and I was like, at first I was like, I don't know, I don't like just taking things from people. I feel like, what did I do to deserve it, you know? And you know, I said no at first, and I looked at some other stuff and tried my cell phone and, you know, things like that. And then eventually I was just like, well, I found myself looking at cameras, and I was like, well, Dan did offer it, and it's a pretty good camera, and maybe he'll let me buy it from him cheaper than it would cost to buy a new one of those myself, you know. So I went to him and I was like, hey man, what do you want for it? And he's like, no man, seriously, I really don't want anything. And I'm like, and I'm like, I tried to offer him a couple different things, and he was like, no, don't worry about it. Eventually he was just kind of like, hey, you know, because he's really into collecting pops and stuff now, which is awesome. He goes and finds the ones that you got to hunt down and stuff, and that's kind of what is missing in the gaming world nowadays, is that hunt. And so, you know, I don't blame him at all for going that route, but I think he thinks people don't really want to see videos on that stuff, and he's not picking up other things, and you know, it's just, so he's like, you know, I don't use the cam, and then when I do decide to shoot a video, I do it with my phone. And I was like, well, my phone's a piece of shit. And he's like, well, mine's not. So I was like, all right, well, what, you know, what do you want for it? Nothing. So, you know, he's even like, I'm going to be out your way, even, because he lives local to me, fairly local. I mean, within like a 30-40 mile radius. But he's got a family and stuff that live out toward me, and he was going to be out my way today. And so he was like, you want to meet up? And I was like, yeah, we can meet up somewhere, I guess. You know, I was still like, I really don't want to take this from him. I really want to give him something for it. But he's like, you know, meet me. We decided to meet at a GameStop that we both knew. And I went up and met him and saw him. He looked good. I was glad to see him. I hadn't seen him in a while. He helped me get my PS2 with the hard drive up and running. Back when I found that one with the network hard drive adapter and stuff, and I needed some programs, not programs, little files that go on your memory card to access the HD loader and some of the other programs without doing an actual kind of mod type install onto the hard drive. I needed to buy like Action Replay or something, and he was like, nah man, I got those files, and he brought them over. I think he even gave me a PS2 memory card with them on it, you know, and said, here you go, you know. So I mean, he's just a cool dude, and I appreciate the fact that he's donated to the cause, the cam. And I did say, you know, all I can do is extend a favor to him if he ever needs me to do anything. And so I went and hunted down, not hunted down, I didn't find shit, but I went to one of the stores local that I hadn't been to look for a specific pop figure that was kind of a chasey one that he was looking for. And you know, I didn't mind doing that, but they didn't have them. But they did have 3 that I wanted, so I ended up spending like $30 buying them. Anyway, I'm gonna probably go in the hardware store and try to get some better lighting for my room, and then I'm probably gonna go over to Vintage Stock, check them out. We won't film the hardware store, but we'll film inside Vintage Stock, and it'll be like an old-time Sandamtod video with super inflated prices instead, and $400 3DO on the wall, and a bunch of bullshit. But anyway, we'll try to have fun, because that's the point of this shit, is to have fun in it. So thanks for watching. Well, I want to say thanks for watching. I'm in the fucking car. I'm gonna have more to this video. Let's meet up. You're like, you're gonna be over there. Let's go to Vintage Stock and check it out. All right, I'll start her back up over there. Cool.
We walk every day. We walk every day. Y'all walk every day? Yeah. You ain't walk nowhere. Yeah, I do. I literally white tea. White Man, I gotta go.
Already got it. $2. It's a good case. I'm gonna get it. A couple of Saturn games. Usually I put the stuff that's more coveted in the thing over there, so probably that's where the really expensive shit is. I don't see my $400 3DO. It used to be up there. I wonder if somebody actually bought it. That would be a shock. This is where all the comic books and pops and stuff are here. Figurines. They don't have nearly as many Transformers. I think they liquidated a bunch of that old stock. They used to have a ton of Transformers and stuff. They got a shitload of Harley Quinn merchandise. Doesn't surprise me. That Iron Man statue's pretty cool. $129. Pretty sweet though. $40 Nia Nub original figure right there. Some more Harley Quinn statues of various prices. We're around $75. That's a cool Infinity Gauntlet. $20. It's pretty cool though. I'm not gonna pay $20 for it. Yeah, it's go over and look in the case. Do some more, what the hell is this? A Mallrats figure. That's what I thought it was. I thought that was Brody. It's pretty funny. PS1 games. E.T. The Interplanetary Mission. $5.99. Mortal Kombat 3 in the long box, $25. $30 for Eye of the Beholder. I have that one. I can't see what the one at the bottom is. Dracula. Probably want $20. I don't see that box Super Mario Brothers anymore either. Not unless it might be in the next case over. Sorry, folks. I'm not sure. $25 for Mutant League Football, just the card. $15 for Quackshot. Yep. There it is. I wonder if it's complete. If it's complete, I might be interested, even though it's $50. All the ones I've seen online are really shitty right now. Sorry, folks, my thumb was in front of the camera. Final Fantasy 3 for $70. $35 for Doom. I used to have that on the Super NES too. I don't know what I did with it. Maybe I traded it into Game Exchange. It wasn't the greatest of converts.
Alright, so we made it back from the vintage stock. I had some buyeritis, folks. I picked up Super Mario Brothers, and it may have bit me in the ass. It's one of those deals, though, you're there in the moment, you see it, and you want to get it before it's gone, you know, kind of deal. But it was there the last time I went there, and that was a couple weeks ago. So I doubt it was going anywhere. And I'll explain how it kind of bit me in the ass here in a minute, but we'll go ahead and show things. They're having a sale coming up on their used merch, but you saw their used merch, and it definitely looked used. I was very unimpressed with the selection, and some of the prices they're charging for loose cart shit was ridiculous, especially for games that I guess are sought after in their case. Did you see that fucking... You probably did, but I'll point it out again anyway. That Mega Man 5 or whatever, the label was half ripped off the motherfucker, and they wanted $100 for it. I was like, what? And it's loose cart. It's loose cart, and half the label's freaking gone, and it's got some other kind of void, like, I don't know, crap sticker on the side of it, and they wanted $100 for it. I was like, forget you. $25 for Metroid with half the label missing. They had another one underneath it. I'm like, show me that one for $25. I can't believe it. I couldn't find that damn 3DO. I mean, I don't know if they sold it or what, but they wanted $400 for that thing. I can't imagine anybody, seriously, anybody that would have bought that thing for $400. Yeah, it was in the box, the Panasonic box, and it was an FZ1, but $400? No. I don't know. If somebody bought it, they were fucking crazy. As P.T. Barnum says, a sucker born every minute. Because that would be insane. You could get one online cheaper than that. I don't think. Maybe they had it posted online and sold it. I don't know. I don't know if Vintage Stock does that shit where they post stuff online or not. But anyway, we're shooting in here with the cam. I got a lot of light pumped in here at the moment. I'm hoping that we're not out of focus, and I'm hoping that my head's in the frame because I keep framing this weird. I did order a little stand for it, so I'll be able to maybe better control the angle of the cam and stuff, because right now I'm just kind of doing a balancing act. So anyway, the first game we picked up was, I did go ahead and pick up that Great Football. It's in good shape. It was $2. The cart looks brand new, and I was going to show you the end, but it really didn't matter because there's no writing on it or anything. And the instructions are very new looking. I did have this game, and I will be showing it in my upcoming Sega Master System collection. But I don't know the condition. I just know it's in that stack back there that I got to dig through. And so on to the Mario and the story of why this was kind of a impulse purchase gone wrong. So here's the game. It's not in horrible shape, but this is definitely a little lower on the Sandamtod scale than he would like. Right here, this is kind of split, which means the bottom might have come out of it at one point. I really, to be honest, I didn't notice that in the moment. I did notice this, though, this crease here. It's got a little bit of chipping. The corners have quite a bit of wear. But it is complete. I mean, it doesn't have any big rips in it or anything. The infold flaps are good. The one thing that sold me was it had a Nintendo sleeve. You're like, did you pay $50 for a freaking Nintendo sleeve? No. But it had a Nintendo sleeve. The directions, which aren't in the greatest of shape, but they're not horrible. And the game actually is in really great shape, though. The cart and the label are really dark and nice looking and shiny. And that was another reason that kind of sold me, was how good the cart looked. And the instructions were in pretty good shape, no dog-eared pages. So I went ahead and picked it up. I got a little excited that the clerk came over, the girl, and took it out of the case. She's like, well, I don't know if it has the directions, but we can open it up and see. And I'm like, all right. And I kind of was like, well, if it's complete, I might go ahead and get it. I mean, that was kind of my thoughts on it before she even unwrapped it. And then it was complete, so I was like, I'm gonna get it, kind of deal. And it kind of bit me in the ass, and I'll explain, because I went back online later on today after I bought this, before I got back on here, and a guy had a new listing on eBay, or maybe I just didn't ever look for the right thing, but I found a guy that had some boxes for sale. Now, these boxes look brand new, so I don't know if they're like repro boxes that were printed. I don't care if they're repros, but I didn't see on the box anywhere where it said reproduction. It looked brand new, though. But he had boxes for four different games that are well-known titles. And he had more than one. That's why I'm like, I don't know if they're reproduction boxes or what. But I bought 3 of the 4 titles. I bought boxes. The one I didn't buy the box for was Zelda, and the reason why I didn't is because the little recessed area on the front wasn't cut out, and I couldn't tell on the side panels if it was the Classics box or not. I don't think it was, though, because I think the Classic box has a red bar that runs across the top here. So it not being that window not being knocked out on the box, to me, kind of tipped me to thinking, well, maybe they're reproduction. But they were nice, brand new looking boxes for the 3 games, a dark, and looked good. So we're gonna see when they come what's what. Anyway, we've got a so-so original box no matter what. So we will end up in the end, because I do have another cart, and I think I've got another instructions too. Well, yeah, I found those instructions in that stuff. So I might have another complete copy of, so I might end up with 2 copies of Super Mario Brothers in the end, in the box, for about $75. So I guess if you average them, I'd have one really good looking copy and one so-so copy for about $35 a piece, $37.50. Not horrible, but you know, it's one of those deals where really I got the fever and I got bit by the bug and went ahead and bought it. And I probably, if I would have just waited a little bit longer, not even a day, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I just didn't search correct or not. I don't know if I'm in frame. I hope it's not cutting me off like right here. You know, if I would have waited, I think maybe I just wasn't searching for the right thing. But these boxes, I say again, are cherry looking. And I bought one for Super Mario Brothers. I'm pulling kind of a Shalazor move. I'm buying pieces parts. The other 2 boxes I bought, I have carts for. I don't have the instructions. One of them, the instructions wouldn't be that hard to get a hold of, for about $5 or $10. The other one, the instruction book, goes for about $20 on its own. So I don't know, because I don't want to pull the trigger on buying my Phantasy Star 2 instructions for I think I saw them for $13. The guy had marked them down for $15, but they didn't look very good, in very good shape. But I bought boxes for Castlevania 1 and to Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. And like I said, these boxes look brand new. Even if they're reproduction, I don't care as long as they don't, you know, as long as they don't look. They looked like the original boxes. I scrutinized them very much so. So I don't know if they're reproductions, but if they are, I don't really care, because these are just going into my personal collection at this point. So I might be able to get the Castlevania 1 instructions for about $5 or so, but the Castlevania 3 instructions are going to be about $20. And that's a little much for me to want to pull the trigger on. Also, I saw a different, because like I said, I was looking for boxes. I saw a different ad for brand new looking Mega Man 1 boxes, but the dude wants like $45 a piece for them. The problem is Mega Man 1 goes for about 80 to 100 brand complete, and that's for one that's maybe in so-so condition. I already have the cart and the instructions, so if I could get a brand new looking box for $47, even though it sounds insane to me to buy a box for $47, it might be one of the only ways I'm going to get that game complete in the box in a good looking shape. So we'll see. I've got some ideas in the hopper. I should have some videos coming soon this week other than this one. I'm probably going to shoot that D gameplay. I don't know if I'm going to do it with the capture card or just shoot it on the TV. I might just guerrilla style it. And I've also want to do a couple I've got some community questions. I want to get that Sega Master System collection together. I don't have that many Sega Master System games. I maybe have about 40 at the most. I don't know how many they actually made. I thought there was only like 130 or 40 games total for the system. But I'd like to get that together. Actually, next weekend I'm taking a couple extra days off work, and a lot of times the postings and stuff I do and keeping up with everybody is when I'm at work, or I have the videos ready and I just upload them when I go to work. So next week I'm taking a long weekend. I'm taking Friday and Monday off, so I might not have videos up over next 4-day weekend. So I'm going to try to get a couple up, at least get something up probably Thursday evening for you, to try to tide you over till we get back in the following week, get back into the swing of it. Like I said, I've got a couple of other videos. I've got 3 or 4 ideas. I'm trying to put together something that I keep kind of hinting at, but I don't say. And actually, update, I still am working on my ins and outs, but I am still planning the scavenger hunt. It's gonna be pretty detailed. I got to work the details out in my head, so I'm trying to work it out so everybody can have fun but not go insane, and that I can maybe send out a prize at the end. I don't know what prize, but I'd like to be able to send it wherever, even if it is worldwide. You know, if maybe some of the UK guys or something are participating, I don't want to exclude them. But I thought when I do get around to it, I'll probably have a video where I do a quote-unquote sign-up, and whoever leaves comments saying they want to do it, I'll probably take like the first 25 or 30 dudes, because really I don't expect like that many people would be doing it. And then what'll happen is I'll start the contest with a video after that, and you guys can pick up from there. And I'll keep track of who had signed up, and then I'll keep track of it as we go along, to make sure that you were you know, in on it from the get-go, and you kind of made your way through the obstacle course that is Sandamtod Scavenger Hunt. I know there's a lot of irons in the fire at the moment. I don't want to give too much away about that, because it really is a big idea, so it's taken me a while. Plus, I'm having to do a little groundwork, so that's why it's taken a while to get together. I'm testing some things out and trying a couple things before I actually do what I'm planning on doing for it. So hopefully that teases it a little bit. Hopefully you're a little bit intrigued and you might be up for it. If not for just the fun of it, I probably will, like I said, try to come up with some kind of prize. But I'm not certain at this point what it is. You know, I've got a lot of doubles of games. I've got a lot of carts and stuff, but I even have some extra box copies of games. Maybe I don't have complete, but you know, but at the same time, it's like I really don't want to. I want it to be a little nicer. I don't want it just to be some leftovers that I have to give away. So anyway, that's neither here nor there, because it's not ready yet, and it probably won't be for a little bit of the foreseeable future, but hopefully before the end of the year. I know that sounds like a long time, but it's taken me a while to come up with the idea and get it in motion. So that's just a little seed to plant in your heads, and I'm going to keep rolling. Like I said, we'll get some videos up. Hopefully y'all are digging it, and hopefully I've been decently framed in this. Like I said, I'm trying to light it a little better and frame it a little better, and give you guys a little better Sandamtod, maybe all the way around. So thanks for coming by, and we'll see you next video. Thanks again to Big Daddy Darth Dan for giving me this camera to shoot in 720 at least, if not 1080. I'm shooting in 720 at the moment. I don't know if I said that or not. I keep trying to shoot this, and I've reshot it a couple times. I hate to tell you that, but I have. You as in the YouTubers, not Dan. I've not had
good luck getting this piece of it shot. So anyway, have a good evening, day, morning, whatever you're doing while you're watching this. And we'll talk to you next video. And we'll keep them coming if you keep watching. And keep throwing videos up of your own. I'd love to see as much content as you all want to throw up on the webs. And a couple of these community questions I do have, I think some of y'all ought to be able to do responses to them, and I hope you will actually do an actual video. That would be awesome. So I love comments, I love them, but I would love to see some actual videos and see some other of y'all's collections and things, and see you face to face, so to speak. So see you next video. Bye.